What's cracking, Jack? It's Friday, December 19th, and you're in the jungle. 5 games on tap in the association. I've got them all for you right here, right now. Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Happy Friday. And if you're joining us for the first time, welcome to the jungle. I'm going to break down all 5 games in the NBA, give you a side and a player prop for each one of those games. I'm also going to leave 2 links for you in the comments section. The first link is to my $5 favorite play of the day. We're running hot. And those, again, we've now hit 5 consecutive NBA $5 favorite plays of the day. Yesterday was El Prince Sengun, over 21.5 points. Congratulations to all who tailed. I absolutely love the $5 favorite today, so much so that if you purchase it and it doesn't hit, I'll give it to you for free tomorrow, the $5 favorite. The second link is to become a Jungle member. And as a member, for as little as 55 cents a day, 58 to our Canadian friends, you get my full betting card sent to your phone every single morning. You also get access to our members-only Discord and a direct line to me if you'd like me to opine on any other bet that you are considering placing. We have a free weekly trial. Take it for a test spin and see if it's for you. Today's video is brought to you by mybookie.ag. Open up a new account today with mybookie.ag using promo code SILVERBACK. And if your first bet doesn't hit, it's refunded up to $500. So yesterday we were 4-2. We hit on Dylan Harper over points. We hit on Keontae George over his points. We hit on Con Knipple. It's funny every time. Over points and El Prince Sengun. We missed on Steph Curry. Something was off with him, man. He did not look right in that game. And we missed on Bam Adebayo. Today's journey brings us to Madison Square Garden to start. We have the Sixers plus 4.5 taking on the Knicks over under 228.5. This is the front end of a back-to-back for Philly, so Joel Embiid will either sit out today or tomorrow. No announcement has been made yet. But I like Philly with the points either way, and here's why. I think it's still a good time to catch the Knicks a little bit flat from Vegas and on the second day of a back-to-back right after the Pacers took them to the brink. And if you remember, I gave you the Pacers with the points in yesterday's video. The 76ers are rested. They've been off since December 14th. Philadelphia have been cover machines on the road this season. They're 10-2 against the spread in their last 12 road games. I also like Tyrese Maxey over 26.5 points. I think the line is low. He's over this in 70% of games this season. He had that weird stretch mid to late November where he wasn't hitting his number, but that was because he was a little bit dinged up. He was injured, in and out of the lineup. I like him today, and if you're worried about shot volume with Paul George and if Joel Embiid plays, don't be. The 2 games in which Embiid and Paul George both played this season, Maxey scored 44 and 28 with a median of 46 minutes played and 28 shots. Miami plus 6.5 at Boston, over under 231.5. Heat on the second day of a back-to-back. There's a lot of back-to-backs today. I like Boston minus the points. The Celtics covered the spread in 8 of their last 10 games, but not in their last 2. They lost straight up their last 2 games to Milwaukee and the Pistons. Now they're home after being off since December 15th, taking on an injured Heat team that just played last night and are 3-7 against the number in their last 10 games. And you have to look at a rested Jaylen Brown to go over 29.5 points. He's over this in 8 of his last 10 games with a median of 32 points a game. He's scored at least 30 points in 70% of his home games this season. And he's scored at least 30% in 3 out of 4 games this year in which he's been off with 3+ days of rest, which he is in this situation. Chicago plus 7.5 at Cleveland, over under 240.5, a high one. Donovan Mitchell questionable for Cleveland with an illness. I like the Cavs to cover the spread no matter what. It's a revenge spot for them at home. They just played in Chicago. That was their last game, December 17th. And Cleveland lost by 16 as a 5.5-point favorite. The pendulum swings back around in these type of spots. And I like Jalen Tyson of Cleveland over 15.5 points. He's playing 33 minutes a game, taking 13 shots, and has a median of 16.5 points scored in his last 5. San Antonio, minus 2.5 at Atlanta. Over-under is 240.5. Both teams on back-to-backs, and I trust the Spurs here, minus the short number of 2.5. I think the number's short. I gave you the Hornets over the Hawks yesterday because I thought it'd be tough to work Trae Young back into the lineup, and it turned out to be true, especially on the defensive end of the court. The Hornets won that game straight up. Atlanta just 4-8 against the spread in their last 12 home games. Lay the 2.5 with San Antonio. But look at Jalen Johnson of the Hawks over 23.5 points. This is the 5th time he'll be playing the second day of a back-to-back. The other 4 games, he scored 31, 28, 29, and 30 points. Some coaches have guys that they lean on the second day of back-to-back, and Jalen Johnson is that for Quinn Snyder. In the last game on the menu today, OKC minus 7.5 at Minnesota. Over under 231.5. Anthony Edwards questionable for the Wolves. Oklahoma is the top scoring defense in the league, meaning they allow the fewest amount of points. And the Wolves struggle with good defenses. Minnesota is 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games versus top 10 scoring defenses. Oklahoma City is on a world tour to show everybody in the world that they are a much better team than everybody else is. Lay this 7.5 with the Thunder and always consider Shea over 31.5 points for the right price. Have a great day, Jungle Nation. Let me know your favorite NBA play in the comment section. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the Jake Paul fight. A lot going on today. And let me know who you think is going to win in the Oklahoma-Alabama big college football playoff game tonight. I have a video for the college playoff weekend games as well. I will leave that link for you in the comment section also. I'll see you next time with a little more money in your pocket.